Oscar Wilde said a man should try everything at least once, so I did simulated skydiving last week with my new best friends, over at Fly for Real. Delighted to be joining me live on the line from somewhere between the UK and Spain, I think. One of the founders, one of the directors of Fly for Real, Allan Hewitt. Allan, good morning to you.
Good morning to you. I'm in Spain at the moment.
Super duper. Right then, tell me a little bit about, because when somebody said, I like being in planes, I haven't got a problem, but the thought of leaping out of a plane and thundering towards the earth at a rapid rate puts me full of the heebie-jeebies. But what you've got is, I said to somebody the other day, it was like being in a hairdryer, and obviously it's been a very long time since I had anything like a hairdryer close to me. So explain exactly what you have up there in Campillos.
Well, it's a vertical wind tunnel, and the idea behind it, we've got an electric motor and a propeller, and the propeller basically puts a column of air going up at 120 miles an hour, and you float on that column of air, and that's exactly what you do when you jump out of an aircraft. You fall at 120 miles an hour, so it's exactly the same feeling.
It's an impressive piece of kit. Like I said, I was up the other week having a look and having a go at it as well. Where exactly did that come from then?
Well, this one we bought off the Mission Impossible film. At the time I was working as a skydiving coordinator, and they bought it for Tom Cruise to use to train in before he did the real Haydo skydives. And at the end of the film, they said they were selling it. So myself and a few friends got together and says, well, we'll offer you a deal if it's cheap, and we'll buy it off you.
And so this is the piece of kit that you've got up in Campillos, which is just about an hour north of Malaga. That was actually, as one careful owner, as used by Tom Cruise then?
Exactly.
So can anybody go on this thing? What sort of treatment what sort of training do you need? Is it safe? Tell me a little bit about the actual bolts, the bits and pieces.
Well, basically, anybody from 5 to 95 can fly in it. It's very safe. What we do is when you turn up, we give you a lesson, and we give you all the equipment. So before you get in the wind tunnel, you know roughly what to expect. You watch a training video. And then when you go in the tunnel, one of the instructors will basically support you inside the tunnel. And we have a controller that controls the airspeed. So depending on your weight, we can put more power or less power, and we can keep you at a level that we want to keep you at. And if for any reason you did fall out of the tunnel, it's like a big bouncy castle all around it. It's extremely safe.
And as I said, and also you get to wear, because I was up there having a go on it the other week, you get to wear a rather natty flight suit.
Yes, you do. Basically the flight suit and the helmet, it's just to make sure there's no loose clothing, there's no necklaces or earrings that can come off. So everything has to be in a suit and protected, so you don't lose anything.
One of the other things, of course, it is an experience unlike any other. I don't think I've seen anything like this in Spain. Is it the only one in Spain? Is it the only one in Andalusia? It's a pretty unique thing.
It's the only open outdoor wind tunnel in Spain. There are some closed ones in Madrid, so we are the only one south of Madrid, and it's the only open one in Spain.
And also, it's obviously suitable for the whole family. Have you had sort of kids and family groups getting up there and doing it, and sort of corporate groups?
Most of our customers seem to be families booking. So, families with 2 or 3 kids, they just turn up and they book a family package, and they all go in and experience it together. And it's usually the kids laughing at the dads.
But as we said before, it's perfect. I went on it the other day, and it is a unique feeling. The feeling, you do feel weightless, and you do feel like you are skydiving, but at the same time, you've got somebody in there who knows exactly where to put you, so you get the best possible experience, if that makes sense.
It does, exactly. And what we tend to find is people who go in there for one flight come out. Everybody comes out with a big smile on their face, but then some of them want to go back in straight away, so they can try and fly by themselves, because it takes about 3 to 4 flights before you can be left to fly by yourself, and then that's another special feeling people get.
And talking about flying from yourself, when I went up the other day, after we, as the distinguished members of the press, had all been flapping around in the air looking like sort of Icarus gone wrong, there was one of the instructors put on a display for us, which was quite something.
Yeah, the instructors' skills are amazing. They can be on their belly in the wind tunnel, they can fly on their back, they can stand up, they can almost go on their head. And, very dynamic flying. That sort of skill level takes somewhere between a year to 2 years to achieve.
So, and also the other thing, of course, is that you're up in Campillos. You're up in the same area as the karting experience there as well. So, if you really are an adrenaline freak, you can combine the two things in one day.
Exactly. Karting Campillos has got the biggest karting centre in the whole of Andalusia. It's massive, and today we've got a big Ferrari event on, and then I think there's Spanish Nationals the next weekend. So yeah, it's a big event.
If people want to find out
karting opportunities.
If people want to find out some more information, Alan, about the experience Fly for Real, where can they go? Where can they find you? Obviously, there's presumably online, and there must be some social media stuff.
Yeah, we're on Facebook, obviously, and other social media, which I'm too old to really understand. But we got the website, which is what I'm used to. So it's flyforreal.com. You can do a search for that. But yes, Facebook is the biggest thing right now. You can Fly for Real on Facebook.
And also, because I was up there and you could believe a man could fly, as I took to the simulator, I think after the show or over the weekend, I will post the video of me actually flying without the aid of a safety net on the Talk Radio Europe Facebook page as well. Alan, it was a great experience. I'm sure it's going to be a massive hit. And Tom Cruise, who do you think he would definitely get away with if he picked that fight with Bieber?
I have no idea, to be honest, but Tom loves a challenge, so I guess it depends on his publicist, but he loves a challenge, I know that for sure, because when we went to 25,000 feet, there's no way he was going to fake it. He said, no, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it for real.
If you want to check it out, go to flyforreal.com, type it into all your nearest search engines and that kind of thing. Allan Hewitt, founder and director of Fly for Real, thanks so much for your time today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.